use AI and a 3D printer. So I think, okay, but just in case, stand back! Don't want to hurt nobody! Don't want to hurt you. You look good with an extra pair of teeth in the mouth, I'm not sure. So, when I had my Medicare annual exam, I found out that I'm usually 5'4". I found out that I'm 5 foot. Do you need to shrink a little? I'm not 5 foot.
Yo.
I'm turning into a
sit down, bro.
I'm returning to my heritage, my Irish heritage. I'm out there chasing rainbows and looking for pots of gold.
I'm up at 2.
And good news, I'm going to get that.
I think you'll be up right after me.
I have this new friend. He's a Nigerian prince. And he's going to send in my social security number, and I'm set. All of the music. So I feel real bad for your generation for always having this.
Same thing. So I think it was like Denise had like no bot on the page.
All right.
What I was talking was but grammatically yes, what's written down on the page is correct, but it's not how it's pronounced or said by native speakers. Yeah. I was about to say that, Irish is a constantly evolving language, like any language, if it is spoken in the modern day. My good friend Fadon is from Connemara, and so I'd often be in his company and he'd get a phone call from
Well, obviously, when I went out and cut his brake lines, and when I found out he died, I said, oh good, now he knows what those two.
What up, Ryan?
Am I ready to go? Let's see how
What up? I'm doing good. I'm at a open mic right now in Orange County. I'm gonna go up in 2. What's up, Ryder? Shout out to Ryder Gibbons.
I think that's nearly worse, yeah.
We're at a Dirty Nellys in Orange County.
And the most natural
Wednesday night they have a open mic where they do comedy, music, and poetry. And it's mostly comedians. And the good thing about it is if you're a comedian and you're bombing, you could just say it's poetry. That's going to be my opening line right there. Hey, what up, Bluefish? Thanks. Hi, how are you?
Getting cold.
God is good. Thanks for the follow, Bluefish. Yeah, so we're going to go up in like 2 more. I just don't want to go in there right now because there's a comedian up and I don't want to record their set. But this is what it's looking like. And I'm just going to say I have 3 things. I got 3 things. I don't know how they're going to take it. I got to just be gentle with it because the ideas that I'm going to work with tonight, it could come off aggressive and be like, whoa. But if I do it the right way, it could be funny. So we'll see how it goes. There'll be two more. I'm going to see if we can get them.
Yeah, even the accent,
My stomach.
Yeah. 19th and like Pacifica. What?
you can pass the CMB.
Yeah.
I'm always looking at
That's a good one.
Bro, you got cool hair, man. Sick. You'd actually cut it for, I'm saying for just him, or you do hair in general? Oh, just for him? Sick, dude.
Coming up to the stage, bring a little music himself. Warm welcome. Give it up for Quentin, everybody.
Yeah!
You need is like some sunglasses and like you got Molly Hatchet.
Yeah, just keep
You know
listening.
who that is? You know who Molly Hatchet is? 80s like mullet man.
Hello, my name's Quentin. I'm gonna be doing some original songs. Fuck, man, we're gonna rip this. This is a song I wrote about puzzles. You should be able to tell from that one. Tell me this. Go and rip it. Piecing it up, look out, slip with the puzzle in. All these fake bros never try motion because you're being hot. Of course, you're being beating the bros, and then you keep on closing in, keeping the line, but when the maze is quick, when you amaze and quick, what's in the same vibe?
I get the check?
Not a question you must fight. Get the game and checkers who never get into
Yeah.
the
Oh, you guys want the fries? Anybody?
Little drops of water start to drown you.
Yeah.
Got a long coming with the king. He's got a manual, so read up on the how to. Yeah, to the game, so play it like Sudoku. Play it one box and a dominant and figure out the rest. And if you start to stress, take a rest and reset. Cause at the end of the day, you don't need the best. Every test at the message, you can stay blessed. Word that you search for is known and not yes. Keep the good ones in the notebook on your desk. So damn quick with your way to fucking best, man. Don't bother me, I'm trying to play some chess. But maybe go, yeah, I go, it's what I am. Put it together like a game of 10 grams, yeah, I do this. Keep it high and never bird. I don't need a hint of any help to solve the crossword. Really, ever really give me see a crossword. Yeah, it's not good. Little game nerd. Gotta play fair. Fill in the blanks, you're not aware. Connect the dots to anywhere. I don't really care. Can you spot the difference? Can I make the repetition? Staying on the mission. See the vision. One of the things about you. Cause if I'm the solution to the winner, never getting it wrong. So click the rim when I'm writing the song. Do it all night long to keep the mind strong. Know that the brain can reach new heights. Keep it stimulated to the first bit of daylight. Cards being revealed rewrite. Again, the tower, it's reaching a great height. This is not a card corner, this is fucking dice fight. Take it to the top of the evening with the 99. Stay puzzling.
Yeah! Sick!
I gotta figure out an outro for that. Holy Moses, dude.
Holy Moses.
You know, there's before you do this live and then there's after, right? How we're gonna after that. Alright, excellent. Let's hit the next one. This one's called Disclosure. Look, I'm late. I've been great. They're fishing in the waves. I'm sipping IPAs cause I need it. Looking at the track after track. Hoping that it comes back. When it does, then it's a fact. I dig it off with the cap. Pin it up with the cap. I hack it up with the pack. I'm both for it. That's a nap. That's an instinct. In this with the daily. Going at the wall with everything but the kitchen sink. Try to knock all in the abundance. In the debate, we break knocking with the pundits. Documentary styling and viewing of the sun is. Singing deep in the pattern and sucking on the fun is. Smarties. Mixing sticks with dummy words. After candy powder with a sweet dollar to earn. Treat now you can learn. Beat down what you dare. Compete down in the caverns where only fire can burn. Only sparks from like from ground in the gears. Proof of all the wear and tear of all those years, man. Fuck, got me up now. Feel like Carl from up with gray hair, clean in the balloon house. Let me do my own damn thing. Be a boy scout. Let me blow my own damn trumpet and make some noise now. Let me clean my own damn room and leave the toys out. ABC, you choose between the three and make a choice. Wow. Want a business card? Isn't this odd? Isn't this odd? Make fun.
gotta go next. I gotta follow this guy. Yeah!
Fuck, yeah. That's it. That's all I got.
Good shit, bro. I gotta follow you. I'm gonna bomb right now.
Get back to the script. If you haven't signed your name or performed, there's still a little bit of space for you to time on stage tonight. On deck, we got Christy Complania, Johnny B, S. Lane, CJS. Coming up to the stage, friends of comedy, warm up, everybody. Boutros. Give it up for Boutros, everybody.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to be as entertaining for the fat guy, but the cool thing about this mic is it's music, comedy, and poetry. So if my comedy's bad, just consider this poetry. I don't know how to explain this. I'm just feeling happy. I finally got a job. It's weird, dude. You look like you got a good job that you like. Are you working or are you retired? What's your You like your job? You could tell by your shoulders and your demeanor. Life is good. The guy behind you, body language. So I finally found a job that I love. It's such a good feeling. It took me so long to find this job. I did Uber for 9 years. It was horrible. And I had bad resumes. My resumes sucked because I told the truth. And, you know, I should have lied a little bit, but, or at least what I think I should have did on my resume and what I think other people should do is just put the crimes, your criminal history on your resume. It can look good. Like, I managed money. It was in an underground poker room, but I did finances for an underground poker room. I managed inventory. I sold stolen hats out of the trunk of my car, but I was managing inventory. I was doing customer relationships. So this job I have is like making me realize, like, man, I gotta be thankful for I'm not taking it for granted. Because your job is your freedom, dude. If you have a bad job, you're in hell. Literally, it's hell. And if you have a good job, you're in heaven. And what makes a good job? I'll tell you what makes my job great. I can have a bad day at my job. I could go into work on a Wednesday just frustrated, and I don't deal with people on the phone, so I can mute it and just have a bad day, and that's okay, it's a bad day, but like someone at Starbucks, they can't have a bad day. Like you ever see a Starbucks employee have a bad day? It's not allowed. You know, they're literally in a form of hell. What's better? Working at Starbucks, forcing your happiness, or the guy who sells the street merchant in India that cuts the bread with his feet. You ever see that guy online where he's like serving food with his foot? That guy has more freedom than a Starbucks employee, in my opinion. He could have a bad day. Because what I notice is positive vibes is genuinely like good, but there's people that there's toxic positivity, if that makes sense. Like the guy that always says positive vibes, man. I don't want no negativity, just positivity. That guy is addicted to that feeling. He's like a cokehead. You know, like that's his drug, the positiveness. It's like, it's just like a cokehead. It's fun at first, like while your friends are like, wow, what got into you? You're fun, but after a while, they're like, dude, you have a serious problem, bro. You need to go to just got a rehab. So yesterday I was at a comedy show and one of the comedians was doing my joke on stage. It's so far, the joke's so far out there, I know you took it from me. It's about wet wipes. Because I love wet wipes. You know, we live in an age of society where we're so advanced. We have AI, we have medicine, and the reason I feel like we live in the best society is because we have wet wipes. Like, you know what I mean? You can take them with you camping. It's the best thing in life, but just like technology and medicine, there's dependencies. I've built a dependency on wet wipes. I can't dry wipe anymore. It's done for me. Dry wiping is not in my life anymore. It's gotten to the point where I'll improvise. One time I was at a comedy club. I had to run to the bathroom. I had a Diet Coke and I had to improvise. I didn't dip the tissues in the Diet Coke, not a sicko, but I used the condensation around the cup to make my own wet wipe. But he was talking about yesterday how he makes wet wipes and he spits into the tissue to make his own wet wipe. He stole that from me, bro. You know what? There's no more, dude. This comedy bullshit is getting too saturated. And I know it's saturated because, for one, there's too many comedians in wheelchairs. And, hey, I get it. We all like people in wheelchairs, of course. We're humans. But when I know more comedians in wheelchairs than I know in real life who don't do comedy, comedy's a little saturated. But what can I do? All right, thanks. Appreciate it.
I love caveman. You call me caveman.
It's not like.
Give it up for my boy right here. Hey, we got something.
You were funny, man.
Thanks,
Good
dude.
job.
Appreciate
Good
you,
job.
man. Nah, I'm gonna chill for a minute on my stream. Slide counter. Oh, we did it. We did it. I was zoomed in. Let me zoom out. Bro,
You're really good.
I want to ask you, who's your influences, bro? Because you're running it up there, bro.
I appreciate it.
I'm Pete, by the way.
Quentin. Good
What
to
up,
meet you.
Quentin? Nice to meet you. I'm on my live stream, by the way.
Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah, you did awesome. That line about the last fat guy was up. It was so good. Oh man, you got me completely.
We're both in the 300-pound club, bro.
That was really funny, and I liked your dry wipe. I can't dry wipe. What'd you say? I can't dry wipe.
Dry wipe, yeah, because the wet wipes are so addicting.
That dry wipe was funny, and your finish was funny too. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but
The
you're
wheelchair?
getting frustrated about the wheelchair thing.
Yeah.
You're just kind of walking out.
It's a kind of a bit that I use, but some crowds get sensitive to it. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Because it's funny, bro. Even my friends, in wheelchairs to do comedy, they laugh at it.
For sure. No, I totally get you on that.
So what's the deal? Who's your top?
Oh man,
Who's your top influences?
it's hard to like take yourself that seriously, to like name your like Mount Rushmore. But I guess like for me, it's like I
get
up
it.
with like BB Nos and like Childish Gambino.
Sick.
Chance the Rapper is kind of like the first like one I was like really listening to a lot.
Nice.
But I like writing goofy shit. It's just kind of
I like it, bro,
It's a vibe.
because you're flowing. You're not, I used to host a hip hop comedy show
fuck yeah.
for like 3 years in LA.
Yeah, I love that shit.
And you get so many different artists, and then you can tell like who's putting the work in,
Right. No, absolutely.
So, you ever heard of R.A. the Rugged Man?
No, I'm so like disconnected from the whole scene and shit like that, man. I'm coming out of the woodworks here. I've been
Really?
I've been a fucking hermit type lifestyle, kind of living in my own little bubble. So this is
It's cool to
this
get
is
out,
doing it,
get on stage. When was the last time you've been on stage?
Fuck, man. I did karaoke back in February of last year.
Yeah?
So that's gonna be the last.
Whoa! So you went up like cold feet tonight?
Yeah, for a while. It's been a fucking long time.
That's
so.
cool, man.
Oh God, it's I'll do like online like music shit and stuff like that. They got all those spaces and stuff like that, but it's so different doing this up here. And I just keep telling myself, like, as I put it off and off and off, it's like there's gonna be how I'm feeling before and how I'm feeling after, and I just you gotta cross that bridge, gotta get it fucking done. Like, what was that like for you the first time you did comedy?
For years, I was I used to struggle to get up for years,
Yeah.
and then it becomes
Always that narrative in your head, like maybe this time I'll do it, or maybe next time,
Yeah, there was times I'll pull up and just leave. I don't want to get up.
I've done that before, for sure.
But you know what happens eventually?
Yeah.
When you get up, something switches in you and it becomes a craving.
Yeah.
Now you're like,
no, absolutely. I totally get that.
it's dude, when you're in that stage, it's sick. Because now you're running to find stage time because you have things you want to get off your chest. You're like, what?
Sure.
I got to get this verse off. I got to see how this crowd reacts,
Yeah, I think it's my therapist called it catastrophizing. You're always going to assume up until
Really?
that point that it's like it's going to be the most catastrophic like thing. Yeah, you're fine. Like, oh, they're going to boo me off stage or they're going to throw shit at me and stuff like that. You always think that until you do it, and then unfortunately for us,
But
fucking psychos who have the performance bug, it's like you give me any level of like affirmation, it's like, oh well, I'll come back next week and the week after that, and the week after that, and just always keep going,
Yeah, dude. Be a irrelevant sign. You're like, oh,
Don't
that means
even give me like a nodding glance of affirmation, and then I'm like locked in for you. This is how any girl who smiles at me I'm in love with.
dude, you can do comedy, bro. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, it's cool, man, to get up. I mean, bro, you got a freaking almost a standing ovation right now, dude. People loved it.
Oh, I love you telling me that, because I have like complete blindness when I'm up in that space. The only thing I knew at that moment was like, I'm putting the microphone back and I'm making my out of there. Like, I've got no awareness at all.
Yo, that's good, man. You definitely could break through that. It's cool to see the version of yourself on the other side of that, because you're different when you're comfortable.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah, so-
absolutely. I think everyone, their best selves are when they're comfortable, and so many of us are just not comfortable like in 90% of situations.
And if you have a gift or a talent, it's almost like
That's the blessing, man.
it's an obligation to the people that aren't doing it or don't have the gift to give them that, you know? So you have to, you as an artist should strive to be, you know, the best artist you could be for those people.
I know that that's true, and I struggle. I feel like such an imposter thinking that about myself. Like, it's like, oh, I owe it to this audience to, like, do this. It's like, who the fuck do I think I am, you know, kind of vibe. It's hard to get past, you know?
Oh, you're right, bro. It's cool because I never really thought like that until recently, bro. Until I broke a wall. But, you know what I mean? I've always, even in comedy, bro, I've had imposter syndrome for years, bro. It's weird. For up until like 2 years ago, I broke that. Where I was like, oh, wait, I actually am funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck it. You had them from the very beginning of the opening shit. We say beyond that. I can't remember what the joke you made after the fat guy line, but you're like a couple like first things like fully hooked in. Like,
yeah,
right at the beginning, you know.
You gotta talk about like something relevant, you know, something obvious. Last week, there was like a group out here talking crap about the show, so I went up and talked about that. Got them interested.
There's a group out here that was learning Irish. They were like, there was this older lady who was here. She came in, she saw me, and she said, "Oh, I thought you guys were going on tonight. I should have, you know, made sure we stayed inside. I'll come next time." I'm like, who she thought I was? Like some sort of band that plays here or something? But I was like, very confused. Then she's like, "You should come out and learn Irish with us. We all miss you." And I'm like, what do you mean? And I'm like, sorry, I don't know what other 515 6'6" person in a kilt you know. So I'm like,
that's
really
what
confused.
it was. The kilt, dude.
Like, what?
That's funny, man. If you ever want to go to LA and perform, I could give you my friend. He's a promoter. He does like 4 shows a week. It's nothing glorious. He has a couple glorious ones, but if you want to add him on Instagram and tell him you know me, he'll give you stage time. Always.
I'd love to link up with you. You're funny as fuck. I love your shit.
Thanks, bro. Here,
But,
this is
I'll get you down here.
that's for you, bro. Jesus loves you, dude.
Hey, man. I was listening to, what's his name? Cornel West. I don't know if you know him, like philosopher. He's talking about the kingdom of God is inside of you, so you got to leave a little bit of heaven behind everywhere you go.
Whoa, that's cool, bro. Yeah, because
that right there, you left a little heaven with me.
Dude, we're temples, man. I got the chill right now. We get our body, you know, we're spiritual beings in a physical world, you know. It's amazing, you know. So I just, you know, I mean, I have peace now, and it's because I literally have a relationship just talking to God. And at first it was like, you know, like a lot of doubts, questions, but then, dude, something happens with God where he starts, when you seek him, he reveals himself. And there's a point where it's like he'll reveal himself to you to a point where it's undeniable at some point, where you're like, whoa, you really are there. You really do love me. You really understand me, you know? So it's like, bro, when you get that kind of moment, it's like undeniable, like wow. They're like, wow. And then, bro, I've had peace for a good period of time now, just communicating to God, bro. Just, you know, I mean, everybody, you know, nobody, it's something you can, like, it's, I can't sit here and prove that God is here, but there is peace, bro, in me. And I know, because prior to that, I've had depression, I've had, you know, wild times, bro.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. For me, that's my grandmother who I live with, and she is 97, Catholic.
Nice.
And she has the energy of like a 60-year-old. She
Yo.
just bounces around in gardens and all the time. She's 97. She's getting ready to take a trip out to Texas next month to visit her 100-year-old sister.
Dude.
And she's tiny.
100-year-old
and she
sister?
just sings to herself and giggles and walks around the house and cleans things. And that's her life, you know? And it's like, that is just like, this is literally an angel just walking on the earth, just, you know, being its angelic self in this space. And every time she passes by and every time you talk with her, it's just that, it's that light.
Yo, dude, that's so freaking, That makes me so happy because I understand it, bro. It's like you literally have something in you that radiates. You know, it's like
I hope that's where we all end at the end. That's the ultimate goal for like at the end of the road. Is like I just love to be old as shit, puttering around, singing to myself and giggling and just making people feel happy. You know, that's it. Just you know, kind of thing, you
yeah,
know?
dude.
That's it. That's
And you're all just going to the beat of your own drum, but at the same time you're influencing others. There's a cool book. It's called not the Art of War, but it's the War on Art.
Art of War is something else. That's a
it's like a
so this would be kind of like a commentary on that almost.
no, it's called the War on Art, and it's like it's about artists and what's your journey. Every artist has a similar journey, you know, what we're struggling with, but it talks about the resistance, that what you're saying about the affirmations to make you like say I'm out of here or whatever.
Yeah,
that's natural, you know, when you're performing. You know, there's a resistance that they call it there's a voice or like a force that resists you from performing or going further, and every artist has that. So it's like you have to dominate it and be like, you know, like get out of here type of.
that's why I love like open mics. The few times that I've done them before is like this for everyone here. Doing this is like I'm stepping into my space and like claiming my agency over that part of myself that I fear. You know, that part of me that tells me I'm not good enough to do this or I can't do this. I'm getting on stage and saying fuck you.
And the public speaking is, I think, almost as feared as dying. Like, you know, it's amongst like just.
Yeah, it's up there, absolutely. Yeah.
So you know what I mean? You gotta.
Because we're social creatures and we're just so concerned with, we can feel the eyes, we can hear the whispers, we project, we are trying to understand what's in front of us and assuming and projecting what each person is feeling and thinking. And there's nothing scarier than that feeling, but then when those people out there give you what you want, there's nothing more intoxicating.
That's the best feeling. It is. The cool thing is though, when you have bad nights, because you're always gonna have them, like those nights where I've been booed, I've been, you know, a lot of stuff happened. The thing I found out early in comedy that helped me is knowing that psychologically humans don't remember like the negative things. So if I had a bad set, they're not gonna think about it the next day. It just, your brain just gets rid of it. But what I've noticed is when I have a good set, I've had people come up to me years later and be like, yo, I remember I seen you kill it at this place.
Yeah.
So the good ones that you have, they go way longer. And then if you have a bad night, because you're gonna, as an artist, you have to have bad nights.
Yeah.
But they're not bad. They're not as bad as you think they are. It's like, oh, whatever. Just, you know, just.
Yeah, it's let it pass. It's part of the narrative, right? Because,
yeah.
like, if you look at any successful comedian, musician, or anything like that, and they're on like some podcast or whatever the fuck now, the story is never, well, every time I performed, I killed it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, dude.
Most of them have stories about like I got choked out by a bodyguard and thrown into a trash can. Or
Hey, how
like
you
that,
doing?
You know?
Good, how about you?
Good. You remember me?
Yeah.
What's up? Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
What's your name again?
Jessica.
Oh, Pete. What's up? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I know we didn't like formally get introduced or anything like that.
Yeah,
Did you already go up?
Yeah, we both just got off.
sick.
We were like the first
First
two.
people?
Yeah.
I know, we got here a little late today.
That's cool. It's fun, you know. But
Yeah.
nice to meet you. Good to see you.
Yeah, nice.
I'll see you next time.
Yeah.
She was cool. She was cracking up on my jokes last time.
I remember people like that, you know? And a guy who was like, what's it called? Dancing to like when I did music like a number of years ago, like probably like 5 years ago. And I still remember his face. I don't remember who he was. I can remember his face because he was like fully like dancing
Nice.
to get the back. And I'm like, yeah, so of course you're going to remember somebody who like, likes your shit.
You're freaking
100%.
moving his whole body, bro.
Oh yeah, the dude was like in his 60s too, but he was like one of those like lean 60s kind
Oh,
of guy
yeah.
with the gray hair, but like well groomed. He's just he was in a Hawaiian shirt too. He was really doing like the Cali dad thing where like I kind of felt that kind of like secondhand embarrassment because my dad's here, but like,
really?
He wasn't there at that thing, and I'm like, these people are gonna think this is my fucking like dad who was just like wagging his finger to my tunes, you know, enjoying himself. God.
Wagging his finger, dude. Bro, take down my buddy's Instagram.
Yeah.
I shut my Instagram off, but I have a podcast. If you want to follow that,
For sure. Let me. I'll snag all the details. I'm gonna put it in an email to myself so I can do it tomorrow. Go ahead. What do you got?
So this is sushi. Okay. This is my buddy, dude. Like we've done shows. His partner was my main dude, but he passed away, and he continued the legacy, and he keeps the shows going. Sushi 498, the fam.
All right.
So you see all his shows. He posts the flyers all day.
Oh.
But if you ever want to get up, just tell him, hey, I know Pete Nesh. That's he knows me by Pete Nesh.
Yeah, I got you.
And then just tell him, hey, I know Pete Nesh. He said I could hit you up to get some stage time.
For sure.
Podcasts,
The Holy
show,
Hacks.
The Holy Hacks. It's you know, I interview like comedians and artists about theology. You know what they think about God, after death, that kind of stuff. What's your opinion on the matter? What do you think about God?
You know, I have a lot more fun having the conversation beyond any sort of like, you know, politicization or any of like the complicated. I like the philosophy and the complexity of it. I have my own relationship with God and Jesus, and I actually like it's been very, you know, intimate. I started in high school in the worship band at Mariners over in Newport, and then I spent 6 years as the worship director for First United Methodist in Costa Mesa. Yeah.
Whoa. So you were in the church?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I was running the worship band down there. So
that's awesome, dude.
It's a lot of fun.
Dude, well, great to meet you,
man.
Appreciate the chopping it up with me.
Absolutely, it's awesome. It's really good to meet you.
If you ever go to LA, try to. I don't know. I don't want to put the obligation, but maybe I'll see you out there, or
Absolutely.
I'll see you
Yeah,
here.
I'd love to. That'd be awesome.
Get up, man. Just keep getting up, man.
Yeah, dude. Gotta keep it going. Love it.
This is what I do though a lot. The stream.
That's awesome.
I get the chats. You know, everybody's. This is a cool way to meet people because eventually I want to have a show where, you know, it's one thing to go to rooms where they don't know you and do well, which we've been doing for years, but I want to get in an environment where they already know me.
Dude, it's so possible now because the media, you know, landscape has become so siloed. Like everybody's in their own little bubble, and you just got to go out there and seize your fucking bubble. It's there for you. There's a community of thousands of people who would lock into like your ecosystem.
That's
what everybody does. They find their silo and then they live there. You know,
dude. There's people that are becoming comedians. They were using their audiences like they're. I know a guy's a DJ in Arizona. He's got a big following. Now he's doing comedy. It's the worst comedy ever, but it just shows you the formula that's there.
And that's good. You got to keep saying shit about your buddies, because that's the story they need for the podcast in their 50s when they're being like memorialized in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's like, remember this guy saying that I was the worst piece of shit comedian he'd ever seen, you know? You need that story there. I want more haters. I need more haters so that I can tell a good story, you know?
Haters are good, dude. They keep you on your toes.
Exactly.
Good, what's it? Adversity? Good adversity?
How's it going? Good, man. Thanks so much.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Good stuff, man. Oh, after you. Are you good? Thanks. One through. Good job.
He's 3
3 for 7, so he's not that fucking bad. You know what I mean? He's only played 6 games. He's not that fucking bad yet, you know? I'll wait till you're done.
Good dog. Safe space.
Well, no, you gotta help somebody, so I'll just wait.
Just closing them out.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Good to see you. It's Sue, right?
Yeah.
I know you told me before, but
It's fine. You'll see me every other week.
29 years old. And 29 years old is old enough.
I was just thinking, my mom's name's Sue.
Then you shouldn't remember it.
I know.
Alright, there you go.
She has the same hair as you. And the same tattoos.
Same tattoos? Fucking cool ass woman.
She is badass.
Nothing that happens in the desert.
So, did you tell him not to today too?
High school chemistry.
No, he already posted me, and so I'm like,
Have a good night.
Okay? I don't know, right? You know what happens if you get lost in the desert? You just die. Because the only thing there is sand and plants with spikes on them. Okay? Cactuses are just signs from nature to fuck off, right? Cactuses are the rednecks of the desert. Instead of get the fuck off my land, is get the fuck off my sand. I don't know. Right? And I have to drive 6 hours to Cactus Land so I can hear Cardi B talk about her wet ass pussy. I'm okay. I'm alright. You know. I have a small bladder in the bathroom. And they're so dehydrated there, they might start drinking that up like dying plants. Like, water. I don't know. You know what? At my age, what sounds like a lot way better time is downing 2 bottles of wine in my bathrobe like a middle-aged white woman. That sounds like a great time, I think white men know what they're doing. They're having like a great time, and it's like, we don't even know about it, but watching Sex in the City taking a bubble bath sounds like a great time. Hey, it sounds way better than Coachella, I'll tell you that. Now, 29 is old enough to know that sometimes it's better to jack off and talk to the tatty chick with the criminal record. Because like dating someone crazy is only cool when you're in like your early 20s, right? You can afford to lose your mental health and a car at that age. At 29, I think I'll just jack off. I'll choose peace. Alright, last time I jacked off and I was on porno, blah blah blah, I decided to write a comment in the comment section, but not like a fucking loser. You just saved me from a toxic relationship. You gotta text me back, I'll be the biggest fan you'll ever lose. Sincerely yours, CJS. P.S. I think we should be together too. But the tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. I got out of bed at all. The morning clouds of my window. And I can't see it all. She never wrote me back.